You ever see guns pointed at your wife in your own living room and think, am I in a bad movie or just living the suburban dream? Because that's how my week started. And let me tell you, if you've never had fake HOA cops kick down your door, you don't know how deep the crazy goes in these so-called nice neighborhoods. Let me back up a sec. My name's Raymond Sanchez, and the only thing I wanted after my wife sold her startup was a quiet corner to start a family and mind our own damn business. Maria wanted peace. I wanted strong Wi-Fi for my IT gig, so we landed in this shiny Dallas suburb that looked perfect on Zillow tree-lined streets, smiling neighbors the works, except nobody tells you the real monsters are wearing pearls and holding clipboards. First day, 9:00 a.m. Sharp there she was, Ashley Thomas, HOA president, 12 years running shows up at our door with a banana bread so fake I could smell the preservatives through the plastic wrap. Welcome to the neighborhood, she sings songs, but her eyes, man, those eyes are scanning us like we're TSA contraband. I like to personally welcome all new families and explain our community standards, she goes, and I should have clocked the word standards for the loaded gun it was. But I was still daydreaming about my gaming setup. Maria, ever the diplomat. Smiles. Thanks her for the bread. I'm Maria. This is my husband, Raymond. We're excited to be here. Ashley's face twitches just for a second when she hears Sanchez. Then she does it Sanchez, huh? Where are you people really from? You ever feel a room drop 10 degrees from one sentence? Maria doesn't flinch. San Antonio, fourth-generation Texan. My great-grandfather fought at the Alamo. Ashley's not satisfied, of course. No, I mean originally. That name sounds ethnic. She says it like it's a dirty word. Maria fires back, sweet as pie. Where's your family from, Ashley? Suddenly the queen bee has other baskets to deliver and scurries off. Rye Maria whispers that woman's going to be a problem. Understatement of the century. 1 week and 7 a.m. on a Saturday, let that sink in. Ashley's on our porch with a measuring tape clipboard in hand like she's the foreman of a prison camp. Your hibiscus bush is 3 inches over the property line. Violation 17.3. You have 24 hours to fix it, or you'll be fined. Lady, it's a plant. It grows. That's what plants do. Maria keeps it chill, says we'll trim it. Ashley seems almost disappointed there's no fight. But trust me, she wasn't done. She was just warming up. Next came the too-tall grass fine mailbox. Not the right shade of black. My car parked 2 degrees off parallel. I kid you not, she had an angle measurer. Emails at 2 a.m. about excessive noise from our coffee maker porch light. Too dim. Unauthorized. Gathering. Because Maria's sister stopped by. It felt like death by 1,000 paper cuts. But Maria, she just started documenting everything. Photos, emails, printouts, building a file thicker than my mortgage. I thought she was prepping for a lawyer. Turns out she was prepping for war. Then Brad Thomas, Ashley's husband, corners me in the backyard one night, reeking of Miller Lite and midlife regret. Sorry about my wife, he mutters. She gets focused on certain neighbors. He doesn't say it, but the way he gestures at our house, I get the message. Ashley's got a pattern. He whispers about other families run out the Clarks, the Patels. She owes money, lots of it, to some real bad people. Maria's got everything documented, but she's doing more. She's training, drawing an unloaded Glock in the garage like she's prepping for a deployment. Old habit from the service. She shrugs. That's the first time I really see her. Not just my wife, but someone who survived things I can't imagine. I should have been scared. I should have asked more questions. But I figured, hey, she's just being careful. Next level crazy started when Ashley weaponized social media. Maria's yoga routine in our own garage gets posted online with the caption, "Inappropriate displays affecting property values." The comment section, "Pure filth, racist garbage cartel jokes, threats." Meanwhile, Ashley does her power walks in tiny shorts, and nobody bats an eye. Code enforcement rolls up. Tired-looking officer takes one look and sighs. Let me guess, Ashley Thomas. He tells us to document everything. She does this to every minority family. You're not the first. Later, I get a text video of Maria jogging zoomed way in message says, "Your kind should find somewhere more suitable." I show it to Maria, ready for her to freak out. She just looks at me and goes, "They're escalating." Good, let them. I have resources. Suddenly, our quiet suburb is a war zone. Maria's checking window locks, always sitting with her back to a wall, scanning exits. She starts teaching self-defense classes. For neighborhood moms, looks like cardio, but I saw her demonstrate a wrist lock that'd break your arm. Even better, Mike Johnson moves in 3 doors down. Big dude, former Marine, friendliest guy ever, but I start noticing he's always got his phone out, always around when Ashley's harassing us, just so happens to catch it all on video. He and Maria get along like old war buddies. Turns out he's more than just a neighbor. Ashley steps up her game, brings in her nephew Tyler, wannabe tough guy, shows up in a HOA police vest he probably bought at a Halloween store, real Glock on his hip, Crown Vic with stick-on decals. He starts tailing Maria, parking outside, flashlight through the windows at night. This is the part where most folks would have packed up and moved. But Maria, they're bringing guns to a knife fight. Their mistake. Tuesday morning, Tyler boxes Maria's car in the driveway, flashes his fake badge. "HOA police, ma'am. I need to see your license." Maria, cool as ice. "That's not a real badge. Move your vehicle or I'll call the actual police." Tyler's hand twitches on his gun. Maria's hand doesn't move, doesn't flinch. "You're impersonating an officer. That's a felony." "Move now." He backs down, but I see the look in his eyes. This isn't over. That night, Ashley calls an emergency HOA meeting. Certain criminal elements have invaded our community, she says, staring right at us. That's why I've established the HOA police force to maintain our standards. Translation: I'm racist, broke, and desperate. Brad corners us again, even drunker. She's stealing from the HOA, needs money, wants to force you out and buy cheap or get a payoff. Maria checks her Glock, then asks me, "Can you hack their emails?" It takes me 2 hours. Tyler's passwords are embarrassing. There it is. Messages, planning an operation, $5,000 promise for handling the situation, photos of our cars, our house. It's all there. Let them make their move, Maria says. We record everything. 3 days later, it's go time. Tyler and his mall cop crew block Maria in the driveway. Ashley's on the sidewalk, clipboard in hand, camera rolling, looking like she's about to crown herself Queen of Texas. Tyler orders Maria out. She calmly announces, "I am legally armed, concealed carry permit. Do not make sudden movements." Tyler freezes. "And Ash said you were illegal immigrants, Maria." "Your aunt lied. You're all being recorded. Every word." Mike appears casual as ever, but he's clearly flanking the crew. Suddenly, the tough guys aren't so tough. They back off, peel out, leaving tire marks on the lawn. Next day, 2 a.m. Sharp, the HOA police try to raid us, battering rams, screaming HOA police down. Maria fires a warning shot in the ceiling, weapon drawn. "You're not officers. You're criminals. Drop your weapons or I'll defend my home." Tyler's crew melts. One tries to run. Maria pins him like she's teaching a class, knee on his neck. "I'm Colonel Maria Sanchez, U.S. Army Intelligence, retired. Ashley Thomas just sent you to assault a decorated officer. That's federal time." Tyler wets himself literally. Mike shows up, baseball bat in hand. "Need backup. Colonel, real cops arrive. Find everything recorded. 3 fake cops, zip-tied, Ashley's plan in ashes." But we're just getting started. Ashley tries to burn her own house evidence. Destruction gets caught ranting about Mexicans and Asians. FBI rolls in. Brad finally grows a backbone, brings out boxes of evidence, 20 years of Ashley's crimes. Maria turns out is a millionaire, CEO, owns a cybersecurity firm, has been working undercover to expose this HOA crime ring. Mike's ex-FBI too, working with her. Turns out Ashley wasn't just a local tyrant. She was part of a 12-state network targeting minorities, stealing millions in equity using shell companies' fraudulent fines, bogus code violations to drive out anyone who didn't fit. The federal trial epic. Ashley orange jumpsuit forced to read her confession, 40 pages of racism, theft, conspiracy. Victims testify, stories of lives ruined. Susan Clark, whose daughter tried to take her own life from the bullying, looks Ashley in the eye and says, "We're turning your old office into an art studio, painting it bright yellow so you never forget who you tried to erase." Tyler's body cam footage goes viral, 15 million views. He testifies, becomes a meme for racist stupidity. Maria testifies in uniform, the whole room silent. Judge throws the book, 25 years, no parole. Every dime stolen returned to the victims. 6 months later, Susan Clark's family owns Ashley's rebuilt house. Our hibiscus bushes bloom gloriously, 3 inches over the line just to spite her ghost. Our HOA meetings last 5 minutes, no fines, just neighbors grilling together. Maria's company runs anti-discrimination investigations nationwide. Mike runs the local branch. Brad volunteers for a nonprofit, tries to make amends. Tyler, writing a book about how racism ruined his life, donates every cent. Unity Garden replaces Ashley's old meeting spot. Kids of every color play, families laugh, peace at last. Funny thing, sometimes the best revenge is just living well, turning your enemy's house into an art studio, and letting the world see the truth on viral video. Ever dealt with a nightmare HOA president or neighbor? Tell me your story. Did you get justice, or are you still waiting? Share your thoughts, because you never know who your quietest neighbor really is. And remember, some rules like where you plant your hibiscus are worth breaking for the right kind of peace. If you enjoyed this ride, drop a comment, share your thoughts on justice, and don't forget to hit that like button. Because out here in the suburbs, you never know, your next door neighbor might be a colonel with more resources than the whole HOA put together. Stay safe, measure your bushes, and I'll see you in the next story.